Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Just be me, Dr. Okay, I have to do another take, I guess. Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Talk, live Chikahan with Mom Cora and Dr. Clare. But for today, I guess it will just be me, Dr. Clare, but we will have a lot of amazing guests. Teacher Cora is actually out there in HISD right now, and I know that there is a big in-service going on. So we salute you, Cora, for all you do for all our teachers. And I know that you are representing our Filipino teachers community out there very, very well. So again, magandang umaga. Good morning to us all here in the US and to our viewers who are watching us live from the Philippines. Magandang gabi. And of course, as usual, let us have our mabuhay cheers. So let's get our coffee and our tea, pampagana, before we actually start. Cheers before we start to our do our show. All right. We have here, may mga shout-outs na tayo and may mga good morning na. So we're gonna go ahead and acknowledge those ang aga-aga. I will have to use my phone kasi ang nangyayari is when I am doing it, we're doing it here on live, it just says Facebook user. So I have to make sure that I see who are the ones joining us, right? Kasi dapat lang mag-greet natin. I'll do that as soon as I am able to find that post that I have here for our live show. All right. Good morning sa lahat. So today's episode, it is going to be extremely exciting because remember the last time, I think it may have been our episode 4 when we had that episode called Journey to America or Coming to America, a J1's journey, diba? So our J1 teachers, these are actually cultural exchange teachers who, have been here in the United States. Some of them are in year 3. This is their 3rd year as a J1 exchange teacher. Some of them year 2, or may mga bago who just came in actually last summer, and they are our year 1 teachers. So ang tanong natin, when we had that episode, we were asking our guests, what was it like to come to the US, right? What was the process? How did they come here? Ano yung patakaran, right? If you are interested in coming to the United States to teach, what was their journey? So that was what that episode was. But this episode, this is actually part 2. We are gonna talk about Kumusta Na Sila. So our episode title for today is called J1 Journey to America. Kumusta na? So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce our guest. So our first guest is Eunice Joy Kuntapay Balganyon. And Eunice, please correct me once you get on so you can actually say it right, yung family name and yung last name. So Eunice is a teacher for 17 years now. She graduated with a master's degree in teaching English at St. Mary's University, Philippines. She is a PhD SPED candidate and an achiever in the Philippines. She is hardworking and a dedicated teacher. She came to the US in 2023 as a cultural exchange program. She got a chance to be visited by the superintendent and receive a shout out on the soup's Twitter. Oh, galing yan. I love it. Yes, when the leader, right, the highest person of that district gives a shout out on Twitter pa sa social media, that means galing talaga ng ginawa ni Miss Eunice. We're gonna ask her ano ba talaga yung ginawa niya, right? Um, and she got a chance to also represent the Filipino J1 teachers during the district gathering for all J1 teachers. She is resilient despite hurdles, survived despite storms. Efforts recognized through shout outs and notes in the ELA department, and she's laying and rocking while earning and saving. So let's welcome Miss Eunice. Hello, good morning, Miss Eunice.
Good
There you
morning, Claire.
go. So I
Good morning.
know that is
Good morning,
exciting.
Houston. Good evening, Philippines.
There you go. So ano bang ginawa mo? What was it na tweet ng ng superintendent, and what district are you on? HISD? What school district?
No, I'm with Aldin Independent
Oh,
School District.
Aldine. Yes, that is Dr.
Yeah, go
Aldine.
Aldin.
Oh, yay. Go
I
Aldine.
received a GOODJOB from our superintendent. Yeah.
Uh-huh, good, good. All right. Was she
Yes,
visiting your
ma'am.
classroom at that time?
Oh, they were they are visiting me for classroom instructions, and they were
Oh,
very happy with what they saw in my room. They are actually 11 of them who visited me in
oh.
my room. Yes,
Awesome. All
ma'am.
right. So let's move to our next guest. Our next guest is Julius Christopher Gonzalez, and he is currently teaching as a geometry teacher in Aldine High School, marking his first year in the United States. After just 2 months in the school year, he was appointed as the lead teacher. Wow, galing. Moreover, he completed his postgraduate studies and engaged in various research work and community development development activities. In the Philippines, JC has 9 years of teaching experience, including 8 years in public schools, where he served as a master teacher to and the senior high school department chair in his school for 3 years. He also has 1 year of college level teaching experience. Throughout his 9 year career, JC has received several recognitions and awards for his contributions to education in the national and international level. Let's all welcome Julius or JC. Hello, Julius. Good morning.
Hi,
There
good
you
morning, Doc Claire. Good morning, Ma'am Eunice. Good morning, Filipinos. Mabuhay.
Yes, wow, galing, galing. And Julius, curious lang ako. So, you had here accolades from national and international level. What was that international level accolade that you got?
Regarding that, Doc Claire, regarding international level, I was able to coach students in the Philippines who competed in the international level in the research,
Wow,
science investigatory projects, so on and so forth. So that was the
galing.
time na talagang
Yes.
natulungan ko yung mga bata. Yes, yes, miss.
I love it, and what I love is that when we talk about our cultural exchange, these are actually top quality teachers, from that foreign country, and for us, it happens to be Philippines. May kakayahan na talaga, they have something
Yes.
to really already prove themselves, stamp themselves there in the Philippines, and look at us, we're so lucky here in America that we got them. All right,
That's
now
true.
let's move on to our next guest. Okay, our next guest is Efren M. Layson. He is currently teaching biology and aquatic science in W.T. White High School at Dallas, Texas. 3 months fresh in the United States. Back in the Philippines, he was the education program specialist of the Department of Education Schools Division Office of Las Piñas. He has 9 years of teaching experience in high school and senior high school, where he used to serve as the science coordinator and STEM team lead in SHS department. So far, he's living his dream here in the United States. Let's all welcome Efren Leisan. Good morning, Efren. There you go.
Good morning, everyone who's watching us. Thank you for having me here, Doc Claire. And
Of
yeah,
course.
I'm so excited to share my experiences as J1 teachers to all aspiring J1 teachers that's soon coming here in the United States.
Yes, and
And
already, yes. And when you were in the Philippines, you were actually a program specialist for the Department of Education. So DepEd galing to. Galing. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. We have amazing guests today. All right, let me move on and let me continue. All right. Who's okay? The next one that we have here, our next guest is Grace Gayo, right? Grace recently teaching as an English language arts teacher at Waltrip High School, Houston ISD. She also taught Milby High School. And then she is an English school paper advisor of the Victorians at Victoria's National High School, who garnered a divisional, regional, and national level for school writers. Consultant of the English school paper, the Victorian, the Division Gazette, Division of Negros Occidental lesson plan writer, coach in Festival of Languages in extemporaneous speaking contest. And then they were actually championed thrice. And then also poetry writing, essay writing, and verse choir. Division lecturer in news writing, feature writing, editorial writing, and photojournalism, sports writing, copywriting, and headline writing. With more than 28 years as a grade 10 teacher of Victoria's, she is a master teacher one for 14 years who fervently prayed and asked God the favor of granting this dream to come to America, right? A committed and dedicated teacher who believes in the awesome power of God to educate and inspire. Wow, let's all welcome Miss Grace. Good morning, Miss Grace. Do we have Miss Grace? I know a while ago we had some technical difficulties with Miss Grace, but as soon as she's ready, we will have her on. All right. Now let's go to our next guest. Our next guest is Roland de la Rosa Roa. He is a graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education at Centro Escolar University, Mendiola, Manila, under the Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines Scholarship Foundation. He completed the academic requirement for Master's Arts in Education, major in History Teaching at the Philippine Normal University, Manila. He finished his Master's of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management at the City University of Pasay, Master of Arts in Education, major in Special Ed at St. Dominic Savio College, and finished his Doctor of Philosophy, major in Educational Policy and Administration at Universidad de Manila. He was an alumnus of the CMAO Inatech, gearing up responsible and outstanding teachers of the Southeast Asia in the 21st century, or Guro 21. He was batch one of that. He successfully finished different international courses through MOOC. He is an innovator, researcher, and an OER advocate and charter president of the Pasay City Educators 107 Lions Club, District 301, A2 of the Lions International. And finally, a Master Teacher 2, handling special education students in the division of Pasay City. As a J1 teacher, he is in HISD. He is handling grade 5 math at Ed White Elementary School. All right, let's go ahead and let us welcome Rolando de la Rosa Roa. Good morning, Rolando. There.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Houston. Good evening, Philippines. Hello to my colleagues in Pasay City and my family at Mandaluyong. Hello, hello.
Hello, good morning, Sir Roland. Sir Roland has actually has a lot of master's degree and
Yeah.
also has a doctorate in philosophy. So galing
Yes.
ni Sir Roland. Okay, and then we have our final guest. She is Ellen Gratella. She has 15 years of experience teaching in the Philippines. This is going to be her second year teaching here in HISD. Graduated Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education at City University of Pasay, and also holds a Master's of Arts in Special Education at St. Dominic Savio College. Let us all welcome Miss Ellen. Good morning, Miss Ellen.
Good morning, good morning.
All
Magandang
right.
gabi sa Pinas.
Yes, magandang gabi. So, audience, mga kachika natin, all the people that you see on the frame right now, these are expert teachers in the Philippines. And we are so glad that here in the US, we snatched them and they are now teaching here in the Texas area. So let's go ahead. Please get your coffee. And we have to do our tradition, which is the Mabuhay Cheers here at Teacher Talk Live Chikahan. Ready? Mabuhay. Cheers, everyone. All right.
Yes.
All right. There you go. So we are now at this section of our program where we are going to pause for some breaks. But when we come back, we will be getting to know more about our guest and what is the journey now. Kumusta na sila? When we come back, stay tuned.
In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Law and Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Welcome back. Good morning. Welcome back. All right, we are now. I would like to greet some of our audience who interacted with us. Let us start with Miss Jovi Cantucay Ramos, who said, "Good morning, watching from the Philippines." Good morning, Miss Jovi. We have Ilona Jane Kabutsan, who said, "Proud of you, kapatid." Okay, proud of you, kapatid. JC Selasnog, Mindoro Pride. Wow, JC from Mindoro. Galing. Nel Samonte Habok says, "Congrats, Efren Laysan." So, for Efren. And then we have here Christina Leisan Lantican. Good morning. Hi, Sir F. Watching from the Philippines. Galing. Rochelle Rosette also said, so proud of you, Sir Julius. Galing. And Elaine Bartolome Lacaden said, so proud of you, Eunice. Woot woot. Shout out to Eunice. And then Renan Rico Malto said, kaproud naman po, Master Julius. Galing.
Yeah.
This is from Rizalyn Esquiver. Hi, Ma'am Eunice. Eunice na nag-greet. And then from Lance Mendoza, shout out to our Aldine's Pride, Master Julius Gonzalez. Wow. And then from Helen Gonzalez Santiago, rooting for the Aldine J1 teachers. Go Eunice and Julius. All right. Cora is watching us. Hello, hello. Here's from Neo Bunka Kantumpay Jr. Congrats, Joy.
Yeah,
And
thank
then,
you. That's my uncle.
awesome, awesome. And then we have here from eto, from Lily Katumpay, galing talaga ng pamangkin namin.
Yes.
From
Tapay
Lance
po.
Mendoza, hello, Ma'am Eunice. Okay, from Joanne Claire Gonzalez, shout out to J. Warven Gonzalez. From Joanne Claire Gonzalez, shout out to our brother, Mr. Julius Gonzalez. And then from Jovi Kuntapay Ramos, so proud, Madam Eunice. From Evelyn Reynaldo, hi, Sir Roland and Ma'am Ellen. And then from Imelda Santos Turingan, hi, Press Sir Roland Roa. Mga ka-members mo doon, Sir Roland. And then Benten Eden Padronio, hello, Doc Roa and Ma'am Ellen. And we have here lastly, Yumina Kuntapay, an inspiration to all of us. The whole family is so proud of you. Teacher Eunice, greetings from Manila. Galing. Oh my gosh. Greetings pa lang natin, ang dami na, di ba? Okay. I know there's a lot who are watching right now because I know that in the same way that I am curious about your journey, we all want to know, how are you? So let me start with the first question, and this is for everyone to answer, right? My first question is, what was your most memorable experience when you first visited your school, when you came here in the US? All right. So let me go ahead and start. I'm looking at my screen. Eunice, let me go ahead. Ask me that question.
All right. The first thing that actually had in mind is that riding an Uber. That's the most, yeah, that's totally true. Riding an Uber because we know nothing in the US. Like we've been here for just a week and we don't know where our school at. We are five in the house. We're living together. We're a group of friends. Yeah, there are five of us in the house, and we need that the five of us will have to go to Davis ninth grade, and at the same time go to Aldin High School. At the same time, we don't know that we are going to book a regular Uber car. Just imagine just a regular Uber car with just like three passengers that fit in the car, and then here we go. We are Filipinos, Pinoy tayo, iba tayo. Like we are, we rode on that Uber. There are five of us in the Uber car. Like one is seated near the passenger or not on the driver's seat, and then the four of us fit ourselves on the back.
Okay. And the driver allowed you to do that.
Experience that I had, and then we went to Davis ninth grade. All right, the school's still closed. We went to Alden High. All right, the school's still closed. That was the most memorable thing because we had fun. Despite, fitting in four, parang nasa jeep lang, kalahati ang nakaupo. Yes, that was the most memorable experience that we had when we first visited our schools.
That is so fun. I love that story. My question lang ako, I know I kind of butt in. I'm sorry for doing that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
did the driver allow you to do that? Mabait naman yung
Actually, he
driver.
was shaking his head like, we can fit in. No habla español, señor, but we can fit in. We can fit in here, señor.
That is so fun. Yeah.
We
You
were able to
remind
convince him, even he cannot understand English.
Yes, there you go. I know. And then comes in siguro, talking about, I don't know if somebody's gonna share it, then download the Google Translate app sa phone, di ba? It's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Eunice. See, that was a
you.
fun. That's a fun sharing. What about Julius, JC? What was your most memorable experience?
Well, actually, Doc Claire, I had the same experience with Ma'am Eunice, taking Uber that time with Ma'am Mel. Actually, that was July 16 to be exact. So that's the date. Pero
Wow.
yung pinaka-most memorable ko po siguro, yung moment na nag-visit kami sa school, talagang yung aming principal ang nag-tour sa amin sa school. So talagang wow, sabi ko, she's really supportive, very dynamic. And I can see and I can feel that moment that the APs are very welcoming. There are full pack sa classroom. Isipin niyo po, compared in our country, there's some like may mga talagang projector, may TV screen na malaki. So sabi ko, wow, amazing. Sabi ko, ito talaga yung US. Nasa US na talaga ako that time. So sabi ko, ito na yun, ma'am. So ayun, so sabi ko, fully air condition kahit nasa hallway ka, talagang air condition yung facility. Sabi ko sa amin sa Pinas, so hindi ganoon. Medyo mainit pero sabi ko ito na talaga. Nasa US na si Julius, laban lang.
Nasa US na si Julius kasi hindi na nagpapawis, right?
Yes, yes,
No
let's go.
more sweat, right? Because it's fully air conditioned.
That's
I
true.
love
That's
that
true.
story,
Everything is air
Julius.
Let's
conditioned.
go.
And I think I want to highlight that for all our administrators who are watching. That's where the relationship comes in, right? As
Yes.
much as we want our teachers, right, to start building that relationship with the students from day one, you can do the same for your teachers. And look at the impact it had on Julius when the principal and the assistant principal personally walk him through the hallways, right? And that welcoming atmosphere. Thank you for sharing that, Julius. I love it. What about Efren? Tell us, Efren, what was your most memorable experience?
Doc Claire, when I got a chance to arrive here in the United States, there are Filipino community who helped us a lot. And shout out to them and sa mga
Mm.
titos namin sa Dallas.
Uh,
Yeah, I came here all the way from Dallas just to
mhm,
visit my friend. And yeah, and yun nga po, I'm very thankful kasi I got to travel from Dallas to Houston
mhm.
via bus. Yeah, na
Oh,
malapit lang naman po. And yeah, going back to the question, the most memorable moment would be siguro meeting all the people, the environment itself, and yun po, Doc Claire, ang laki ng school namin. Talagang it's really different na okay, ito na pala yung papasukin kong trabaho and I will be one of the teachers here and medyo kinabahan ako kasi yun nga po, bagong estudyante yung mami-meet natin in the future
mhm.
or ngayon na-meet ko na sila, I got to know them and yeah, I'm really amazed and talagang it's a learning opportunity for me na makapunta
Yes. Thank you, Efren, for sharing. So I want to give a shout out, of course, here in Houston. Shout out to Safe EP, right? Our Unified Houston chapter. Of course, Ma'am Cora is our president for Safe EP. I know she has been very, very instrumental. And of course, all the officers and members of Safe EP. This is already year 3, right? And also as the executive director of that organization, organization very, very proud of what the organization has done. And so I know that we are really planning for another activity for us to do at least a little PD, right? To be able to just have that camaraderie again and just to share and talk about the experiences. So thank you for that sharing, Efren. Really reminds us yung bayanihan spirit is still alive here in the United States. And I think that really plays a crucial role as we support our cultural exchange teachers here in Houston area and beyond, sa Dallas area, and then all the teachers in America. All right, thank you, Efren. Sir Roland, what about you, sir? What was your, memorable experience coming here or to your
Yeah.
school?
Good morning, Dr. Claire. Good morning to everyone. So, yon, everything is very memorable to me because this is my first time traveling from a country like the US. So, from the airport to our boarding house or school, that's all memorable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yon, I'm very thankful to Ma'am Cora because from the Philippines up to here, she is our consultant in everything. Okay, but then
Mm-hmm.
going back to the question, memorable experience. Uh, I think when I was visited by school, it's a combination of excitement and mixed emotions. Sabi ko nga, this is it. This will be my new environment for the entire year at least. Kung hindi ako matatanggal. Sabi ko. But then, the most memorable experience of that moment is I was locked in the campus because in the Philippines I usually go out at 6 or latter part of the day. Then I
Mm-hmm.
went out of the school at 6:30 p.m. But the gate locked in 6 o'clock. So I don't know where to go. The front office, the gate was locked. Then somebody tells me it is go to the car gate. So I just waited for the car to get over the gate so that I can get out of the school. So
Oh,
next time, sabi ko aagahan ko ng uwi, mga 5:30 or 5 o'clock. Eh, 4 pala, nag-lock na rin yung gate. So, sabi ko, starting that time, sabi ko, hindi na ako lalagpas ng 4. Sabi ko, 4 is my maximum time in staying in school. So,
oh,
that's my most memorable time in visiting my school during that time. So,
uh,
my colleague, we always get out of the school at 3:30, at most 4 p.m. Gora na
oh.
kami.
Thank you, Sir Roland. Ano, nakakapanik yun, no? You're locked
Oo.
out inside the school, but at least you were able to make it out, right? And then
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the things, just highlighting again, how passionate we are as educators ano natin, with our work, staying late.
Yes.
That's one of the things that most of us do, and it has become a habit, right? But I think in a way, I'm just trying to think, oh, ba't ginagawa yun sa school, to lock it early. But one of the things also, I think it is also helpful in a way to
Yeah.
help as administrators, right? Again, coming from a view of a previous school administrator here in the US. And then with the impact of the pandemic, we are now so big on that SEL, the social emotional piece,
Yeah.
right? The support that we have of our teachers. And I think, by having those restrictions of our school, kind of help tell our teachers, take care of yourself naman, di ba? So
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
true.
have to
That's true.
stay here this long. But yeah, that was quite an experience. And I am glad you are sharing that with our teachers. So to all our teachers, right, or those J1 who will be coming here next year, just make sure, check with your school. Anong time ba nag-open? Because Eunice,
Yeah.
on the other hand, they went there, it's not yet open. Sir
Yeah.
Roland, on the other hand, stayed for a little longer and then he was locked out. So make sure to know yung mga time. Wow. Okay. This was now, let's see, this is already a fun, exciting, conversation we have. The next question I have is going to be for Efren and Eunice. And when we come back, they're going to answer this question. The question I wanted to ask them is, what is the most rewarding experience teaching here in the US? When we come back, Efren and Eunice will tell us their answer. All right, so stick around.
In a world
filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories, from elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits. I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Beyond Health and Wellness Dr. Rich and Nurse MJ.
Join us as we explore the journey to holistic well-being.
Uncover insights that inspire a healthier, happier life.
Join Beyond Health and Wellness every Friday 8 p.m. Central Time. That would be Saturday, 9 a.m. in the Philippines. Don't miss out.
All right. All right, we are now back. And of course, let's have another greeting naman sa mga ano natin, those who are here joining us live, right? We have from Miss Dane Paraiso who says, congratulations po sa lahat, especially my good friends, Madam EJC, Bal, and Sir Julius.
Thank you, Danny.
Okay, and then from Arlene Mendoza who says, go, Sir Roland and Sir Efren. Galing. And then we have here from MJ Bautista who said, so beautiful, Mom Eunice. Greetings from AHA Vizcaya. And then Mercedita Mendoza Leisan says, good morning, everyone watching from the Philippines. Hello, anak Efren. Leisan, so proud of you. Oh, thank you. Si Mama yan, Efren. Galing. So nice.
Yes,
That's
yes.
charming, huh?
Yes, po, she's my mother po. Hello, nanay.
There you go. I love it. Diba? Live tayo and we're expressing that. Salamat. Salamat,
Yes.
Mama, for joining us. And then this is from Jasmine who says, Yumina Kantumpay. Hello, Mare. Hello po sa inyong lahat. All
My
right.
kumpare yan is from Illinois. Hi, Jess.
Yay.
Nasa Illinois po siya, Chicago.
Oh, I love it. And of course, I have to say this, Glenn Risilla is watching. Hello, husband. Salamat sa pag-watch. And then I have here Nace Lee. Congrats, Sir Roa. Hi, Mommy Cora, our angel who helped us last year. Bunso Christian for everything. You know already. Wow, thank you. All right. We are now back, and let's go ahead and ask that before we pause, we had that hanging question, and the question was for Eunice and Efren: what is the most rewarding experience teaching in the U.S.? Eunice.
Oh, I'll go first. Yeah. Dr. Clay, there are a lot of things that we call rewarding, but I am not a hypocrite to say this is honestly, this is my answer, this is my feeling about it. That the most rewarding experience on the first days that you receive your salary, receiving a salary 11 times from what you are receiving from the Philippines. Just imagine that one that you are about to, on the first paycheck. Oh, I got this one. Like your eyes will go big and you are in, oh, like I got this type of salary on the first paycheck. And I think that is the most rewarding experience that I got here teaching in the USA. Because Claire, like you feel that your sleepless nights, that your long, very long patience, tending to these kids, your understanding, and your
Mhm.
acting performance in the classroom. Your classroom is your stage. And
Yes.
I believe every teacher, each and every one of us, is the best actress and actor of our room.
Mhm.
Like everything. Your talent fee is being
Mhm.
paid off properly. You are given more than the amount that you are expecting. And on the
Ah.
other hand, Claire, I
Mhm.
realized one thing in the USA, that we Asian teachers, I always say this one to my classroom, remember this Asian teacher of yours, saying this one and that. Like we Asian teachers, we, especially Pinoys, oh, proud Pinoy here, Pinoy tayo. Pinoy tayo eh. That no amount of fight that we experience in the room, that no amount of misbehavior that we see from our kids cares of everything that we hear from them. Once we stand firm in the stage of our room, once we show up, once we
Mhm.
give our hearts in teaching, then
Mhm.
by doing everything that we can in our hearts, we give change to them. We
Ah,
bring change to these kids.
I
That
love
on
it.
the side of my room, Doc Claire, I have here like, alam niyo yung sa Pilipinas na house my driving?
Mhm.
Yeah, 'di ba lagi nating nakikita yan sa likod ng ng
Yes.
jeepney, ng
Legit.
truck and everything. I did the same thing in that certain corner of my room. How's my teaching? How's Miss B? Every
Ah,
single day, I see a post-it there.
mm.
Miss B, you are a great teacher. Miss
Beautiful.
B, you taught us so well today. And then
Yes.
here comes admin. I feel a positive vibe in your room that you are great.
Awesome.
Everything is managed well.
Mhm.
The feeling of reading those notes? That
Mhm.
means to say, we had changed them a lot. We brought change to them. It's not only the salary, it's just a bonus.
Ah, love it. I love it. Thank you. I love that. And what you said, right, about acting, right? Acting as if our classroom is the stage. So your live TikTok, Facebook reels every single day with those students, because actually you are competing, right, with that
Exactly,
social media. And so
exactly.
you have to keep it alive. And I love so mga teachers, right, who are watching. We just got a very, very good advice from Miss Eunice, teacher Eunice here. How's my teaching? That can be a strategy that you can use in your classroom. She puts it on the side of, on one corner of her classroom, and she has how's my teaching, probably hands out, there's a sticky note in there somewhere that students, those who visit the classroom can write and put it there, because at the end, right, we also want to be reflective of our teaching. Galing,
Exactly.
Eunice. Love it.
Thank
What
you.
about
Thank you,
you?
Claire.
Share to us, what is, most rewarding teaching here in the U.S.?
Hello, Dr. Claire. First of all, I want to have a shout out first sa family ko back in the Philippines, all my friends who are having their coffee while watching this, because I got to share the link to them. And yeah, to
Awesome.
Ma'am Cora, of course, I want to thank you, Ma'am Cora, for supporting us. Kahit taga Dallas po ako, dito, I feel like I'm part of the HISD. Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for that. And sino pa ba? Yung mga J1 teachers sa Dallas. And yeah, kumusta kayo dyan? Yan. Pabalik na ako siguro bukas. Ayan po. I think one of the best, the rewarding experience that I got here, of course. Yeah, teaching in the US hindi naman ganun kadali.
Mm.
Kasi when I started teaching, talagang it's really different. The
Mm.
environment itself, the learning environment itself is really different from what I used to have back in the Philippines.
Mm.
And so I tend to learn some of new things. And I think that is one of the rewarding experience because we keep on learning. Teachers here in the United States keeps on learning new things that would help us thrive and
Mm.
help us more better version of ourselves. And
Mhm.
yeah, I just want to give emphasis on the how the US schools intensified trainings when it comes to classroom management. And
Mhm.
yeah, it really helped me kasi nung mga unang first month of teaching here
Mhm.
in the United States, talagang nag-struggle talaga ako. I know every J1 teachers would
Mhm.
relate me gaano kahirap ang magturo sa mga bata dito sa United States. But the most rewarding experience would be knowing that all the hard work that you had when teaching the students already paid off by seeing the data, because last time we had the district common assessment in biology, and I must say when I saw the test results, um, konti lang ang did not meet,
Wow.
and most of them are in the approaches in the mastery level. So talagang nagulat ako na ganito pala yung mga bata, natuto pala sila. So that
Mhm.
for me as teacher teaching in the USA, yung ganong experience na makita mo yung test result, it really pump up, no? So the practices, the mastery quizzes are, yung sleepless night natin, I agree with Ma'am Eunice, talagang the sleepless nights talagang nagpe-paid off kasi you are passionate about teaching, you love what you're doing, and
Mhm.
uh, yeah, seeing those output that you that you
Okay.
got put from students. This is I think the best reward, the rewarding experience that I have.
I love it. Thank you, Efren. You actually brought about, a very good a cycle, right? Because the two things that you mentioned was professional development, right? Professional
Yes.
development, and then you talked about data. So, for all our teachers and especially our administrators who might be watching right now, notice the connection, right? We invest in our teachers to have those intentional, right? Those professional development should be strategic and intentional and focused. There is a goal for those so that it can help bring out the best in our teachers, because that is what the target should be. And from there, it drives instruction, right? And they become the best in their instruction. And look at what happens. The results just becomes, right, given already. So I think it's really an idea of how intentional are we in using those PD that drives those instruction, preparing our teachers to be well, and then the results will just come, right? So thank you, Efren, for sharing that. Thank you. All right, so now let's talk to Ellen and Julius this time. Ellen, what is the most challenging experience teaching here in the US for you?
Okay, good morning again, everyone. For me, the most challenging was the classroom management. Kasi when I first saw my roster, kasi binigyan ako ng roster, di ba, pag first day of school. Tapos, nakita ko, I only have 18. Na-excite talaga ako, super excited. Kasi sabi ko, oy, 18 lang. Unlike sa Philippines, times 2 yon or more. So sabi ko, oh, thank you, Lord. Kasi dito talaga, totoo yung narinig ko before coming here, na yung class size is hindi katulad sa Philippines. So, nung na-actual na ako na nasa classroom na, yung isa 18 pala na yun, you will have an unruly kid. And I got 3. Tapos yung tatlo na yun, times 10, yung behavior. So it was really a challenge for me, yung kung paano ko i-deal yung kanilang unruly behavior. But good thing kasi, through coaching, mentoring, and of course, hindi naman ako pumunta dito na all-knowing, na alam lahat. I seek coaching from my admin and my colleagues too. Nagtanong ako sa kanila paano ba hinahandle kasi what I fear here, katulad pa rin ng ibang mga pupunta dito, yung nagtatanong tayo kung ano yung culture, di ba, na ang mga parents dito is hindi katulad sa Pinas na we can talk to the parent right away and meron tayo mga conditions, pero dito dapat maingat tayo.
Okay.
So, through coaching, natulungan ako ng mga colleagues, and then yung aking admin on how to deal those 3 na times 10 nga behavior.
Yes.
So yun yung isa talaga sa pinaka-challenging sa akin, yung pag-handle ng behavior nila. Then second is yung curriculum. Siyempre first time. By the way, Ma'am Claire, I want to clarify na hindi ko second year, pang third year ko na.
Third year, yes.
Yes, belong ako sa batch 1 ng batch 1. And then yung second kong challenge is yung curriculum. So syempre, yung educational system natin is so different from here. So doon talaga ako nag-struggle, specifically sa differentiated instruction. I'm doing it in the Philippines, pero unlike dito na talagang mas sila every time na pupunta yung aking appraiser, hahanapin niya yung differentiation sa lesson ko. Tapos I know I'm not doing it well kasi nga hindi naman ako hindi ko sobrang ginawa sa Pilipinas kasi limited yung resources. Pero through the help pa rin ng coaching and mentoring, natuto ako. And I can probably say na this time, alam na.
Love it. So behavior, and then differentiation. All right. What about Julius? What was the most challenging for you?
Well, Doc Claire, actually, just the same with Ma'am Ellen. I think my most challenging experience teaching here in the US was to deal with the students' behavior. Actually, we have to bring a lot of patience and understanding every time we have our class discussion. Because you know what? We have to maximize the full potential of our students. We have to utilize various teaching strategies, like giving them tasks so to keep them busy doing their work. Moreover, the application of TLAC also does that Teach Like a Champion was really a good tool, an avenue, and a good communication with our superior, with our admin. And just to inform you, ma'am, I was able to handle inclusive education or inclusive classroom wherein I have para teacher at the back. So, yung may para teacher ako sa likod, then I have to, kumbaga hindi ko alam kung tama ba yung tinuturo ko, kumbaga alam niya ba yung lesson, parang ganyan. So we talk to each other and to make things clarified na ito yung magiging role mo, sir, ito yung magiging role ko. So at least na-settle. So maganda po yung input. Ang isa pa sa challenging part sa instead of student behavior, yung pong pag-encourage sa mga batang sumagot, ma-engage sa yung participation nila sa classroom setup. Kumbaga, mag-discuss ako, is there anyone who would like to share? So medyo parang walang sumagot. So medyo challenging part. So we have to still use different teaching strategies. We know we are Filipinos, madiskarte tayo. So yan yung meron sa atin. And also, naniniwala ko na do not take it personal, yung mga actions at yung mga words na sasabihin ng mga bata. Kasi ngayon, ito yung mga sinabi na pero bukas wala na po yun. So just inhale, exhale, and go back and focus again to our main mission, which is to teach, to touch, and transform lives internationally. With that, thank you so much.
Love it. All right. When we come back, we will be asking Sir Roland this question, and that is, what was one misconception or idea about the U.S. school system while you were in the Philippines that you quickly realized was either inaccurate or made you think differently? When we come back, Sir Roland's going to answer that.
Welcome to Season 2 of the Pink Table Talk by Dr. Carly D. Tune in and let's think pink on Wednesday. Come join as we are creating community through conversation. This is our voice. We're diving deep into powerful conversations that inspire.
Right, and we are back. Let us now have some shout outs again from our viewers. We have here from Ipang L. Ramos. Hi, everyone. Go, 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 Kuya Roland. Shout out from Georgia. Hashtag J1 Teachers. Hashtag Lavarn Lang. Or I think Laban Lang, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Justin Kuntapay. Watching from the Philippines, go Ate Eunice. We are so proud of you, Ate. Justin also gave a smiling emoji. And then a clap from Brea Jean Caliform. And then Bea also says, while watching, JL Ulit says, great input. Proud of you, Ate Eunice and Doc Jules. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and ask Sir Roland, what was the misconception that you had? And then how did you think differently about this misconception?
Yeah. Hello, Ipang, Ma'am Matt. Thank you sa pag-assist sa akin. Okay. So, misconception, of course, thinking of USA, way back in the Philippines from a third world country, expecting a lot from a first world country. The misconception for me on the part of the facilities, although the facilities are complete, but we have the what we call the school building type. I am now on the T building, what they call as temporary building. Because when I was in the Philippines, specifically in Pasay City, may pagmamalaki ko talaga, napakaganda ng aming classrooms, ng aming buildings. Meron kaming mga gymnasiums, no? Very supportive ang aming mayor pagdating sa facilities. I got frustrated because I am assigned to a T building wherein the temperature is erratic, the noisy around the community. So ito na ba to? Sabi ko, ito ba ang USA? Sabi ko, pagdating sa building, sa classroom, sabi ko, bakit gano'n, no? So, but nevertheless, pagdating naman sa facilities, all the students has the laptops. All the teachers has the laptop, but in the Philippines, all the teachers in Pasay City has laptops too. No? So the difference is the students. And then what I like here is that services they offer to the students. Every morning they get the breakfast, free breakfast, then the lunch, free lunch. Yan ang wala kami sa Philippines, no? Meron na kami mga feeding, pero hindi naman siya na-sustain, selected students lang. But here in the US, wow, everyone, every students have their breakfast, lunch, and free of charge. So, yun po. The school building, pala ko kasi US, talagang, wow, wonderful school building. But hindi pala ganun lahat. Yeah.
That's true. Thank you so much, Sir Roland, for sharing that, right? And when we talked about T buildings, these are actually temporary buildings, right?
Yes.
And because when they created those schools, it would only, house a certain number of students. And then eventually the community grew and mas marami yung mga bata na mag-enroll, right? Now they have to up with just temporary, and I know how hard those buildings are, when it comes to temperature. So hindi lahat, and what I love about what Roland was actually sharing with us was also how Pasay City, right, is able to compete now. So it's good, because sometimes we have a misconception that, there are still things in the Philippines that we can be proud of, that para na rin tayong, we can actually compete in the same way here in the United States, right? Okay, now we have come. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, we're almost done for this 1 hour show. So let me go ahead, just have a quick round robin with everyone. So I think, let me just ask this final question, right? To everyone. What is one advice, a short, quick advice that you would like to give to all the teachers who wants to come here to the United States, through either J1? What is that one advice that you would like to give them about teaching here in the US? Let me start with Julius. Julius.
Well, actually, Doc Claire, I have one advice. It comes to a discarded tool pack. So that's my discarded tool pack. So it comprises of 4 So the number one is tibay ng dibdib. Tibay ng dibdib in the sense na when you go here, dapat matibay ka, especially in dealing with students' behavior in different setup, different culture. Lakas ng loob na kakayanin araw-araw dahil Pilipino tayo. Kahit malayo sa pamilya, laban lang dahil naniniwala ko na ito ay para sa kanila, para sa magandang future. And kapal na mukha. So that's the self-confidence that within us because we are a teacher. We are good actors and actresses and I do believe na kahit sandali ng Pinoy talagang mangingibabaw ang Pilipino. And last one, itong pinakamalaga po, yung tiwala sa taas. Tiwala sa taas na igagay tayo ni Lord kung saan man tayo mapunta, ano man yung gawin natin sa araw-araw because we are Filipinos. Once again, tibay ng dibdib, lakas ng loob, tiwala sa taas, at kapal ng mukha. With that, maraming salamat po. Proud Filipino.
I love it, JC. All right, what about Sir Roland? What is your advice?
Yeah, one piece of advice, real talk, stay where you are right now. I mean, sabi nga ni Tatay Digong, according to PRD, wag mong subukan. But then, if you really wanted to be here, yun nga sinabi rin kanina, you should have the PEP, the PEP, physically, emotionally, and psychologically ready. Para pagdating dito, talagang hindi ka bibigay basta-basta. And one thing more, you should have the anti-stress regimen or what we call the antidepressant thingy. So every time you have such problems, you have you anti-stress, you have, for me kasi I am doing badminton. I play badminton every weekend. So mamayang gabi meron akong badminton thing. Then I go around the community I talk to my colleagues as the other J1. So yun, sabi ko nga, life is a journey, not a destination. For me, it also means that journey itself is important, but the experiences and growth that come from the journey are more important than the destination. Good luck sa baka susubok.
I love it. Thank you, Sir Roland. All right, what about Efren? What is one advice?
All right. I think Doc Claire. I think one advice that I would give to all the J1 teacher who wants to come here in the United States to teach is I'm gonna share. If Roland shared the PEP, I'm gonna share the URL. Okay. I mean, the URL stands for Universal Resource Locator, and that's where we type the link right to the browser and get to locate kung saan ang gusto natin puntaan sa internet. But what alam ko, some of you are really familiar with the URL. It means U stands for unlearn, R stands for relearn, and L stands for learn. Because what you have known for such a longest time being a teacher back in the Philippines, mababago yan dito sa US because you got to learn new things, and that's really amazing, great things here in the United States because they will help you improve more, become a better version of you as a teacher. And there, isa pa po is yung dito dalawa. Dapat pag pupunta ka dito, buo ang loob mo. Because it's really hard for us to leave our loved ones in the Philippines. Talagang nasakripisyo ang oras natin sa kanila. But that's life. We need to improve. We need to help and support. And in this way, matutulungan natin ang pamilya natin sa Pilipinas. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Efren. What about Miss Eunice?
Oh yeah, hello Dr. Claire. Before we end this show, I would just like to have a shout out for my family. Inaaway na nila ako sa Messenger. Yeah, thank you for the love and care sa aking family, my sister, my mother, and my brother-in-law in Manila, my brother and my sister-in-law and my two pamangkins in Cebu City, my papa, my husband, and my baby boy Harry in Nueva Vizcaya. My family who are watching in Isabela, the full force silang nagwa-watch sa akin from Isabela and Nueva Vizcaya, as well as my friends. Hello sa inyong lahat dyan. Maraming salamat sa support sa Lawin Media Network and this talk show. Alright, kung sila may mga packs, ako din may pack ako and I only got one. Pray with action. Prepare yourself. P stands for prepare yourself, submitting all the requirements because that's the first thing that you're going to do when you really plan to go to the United States. And then respond to emails kasi it is very important here in the United States. They use email as a tool for your communication. Attend to details. Dapat maging alerto ka sa lahat ng instructions na ibibigay nila. And then why? You seek guidance from above. Pray that you pass the interview with your visa sponsor. Pray that your papers are clear. Pray that you pass a visa interview in the US Embassy. Pray that you have money to buy ticket. Struggle yan. And then pray that you have that you will reach your destination safely. And then pray that you have much patience. Pray that you have much strength. And pray that you have your intelligence, that you can hold your sanity here. Sometimes everything goes crazy. So pray that
Yeah.
all is well. Prayer with action, in short, is the most powerful. Maraming salamat, mabuhay. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, Isabella. Thank you, Houston.
I love it. What about Miss Ellen? Tell us.
Before we
Galing.
end this our talk this morning, I would like to do shout out to sa mga P. Villanueva colleagues namin ni Sir Roa. So, thank you sa panonood. And then, one piece of advice, actually it's two. Let me make it two. Aside from sa sinabi ni Sir na physically, emotionally, mentally ready tayo, of course, yung spiritual ready. And then financially. Kasi based from my experience, I went through depression on my first year kasi it took more than 6 weeks bago ako makakuha ng Social Security number. So, talagang yung depression na yon, si Lord lang yung aking pinaghugutan. So, to be spiritually connected, isang malaking bagay. And then, of course, yung mag-connect tayo sa mga fellow Filipinos na nandito, like Safe EP. I would highly recommend connecting to an organization like Safe EP kasi ang laki po nang naitulong sa aming mga bagong J1 teachers dito. Batch 1. Thank you very much, Safe EP.
Yes, thank you, Miss Ellen. Wow! Let's give a round of applause to all our guests. Ang gagaling nila, right? And one of the things that we can really learn from them, I picked up the lakas ng loob from Julius, right? And then from Sir Roland, who said, kung gusto mong sumulong, sumulong, right? But get yourself ready to do the URL. Unlearn, relearn, and then be willing to learn, right? And then from both Miss Eunice and Ellen, as much as we all think that we can do it all, but we really need someone who is our higher being up there, right? Our God who actually will help us, guide us through, right? So in the end, what we can really capture from this conversation today, kumusta na sila? Lumalaban pa rin. They are still fighting. But I am so proud to see, because remember, it's such a total shift from where they are, especially when you have established yourself, your craft in the Philippines. If you are a leader already there in the Philippines, to come back and become, a teacher, a member of that, right? Be at the bottom of that totem pole, as they say. It is a very, very challenging thing to do, because remember, these are specialist master teachers already, with their master's and doctorate program in the Philippines, but they're back here in the classroom, ready and willing to serve. But they know at the end of the day, the journey does not end, right? There is still that destination, as what Sir Roland said. So eventually they know that whatever they're investing in right now, it's gonna come back and give it back 100-fold to the trajectory of their careers. I know you're gonna do well. This is just going to be a start, and I can't wait to see the great things that you are going to do here in the US. All right, final shout out natin, kasi I want to make sure to acknowledge all our guests who has interacted with us. I have here from ang dami na natin. A while ago, I think the last one, it says here from Miss Lance, actually from Miss Rose R. De Los Santos, who said, clap, clap to Sir Roland from from Lance Mendoza. Very well said, Doc Julius. Imelda Santos Turingan Catanos, who said, ang galing-galing mo talaga, Doc Press Roland Roa. From Rose De Los Santos, another clap to Sir Efren. From Beth Ferrer, hi Sir Roland and Mom Ellen. Hearts from Denden Eden Madriono. We have Lance Mendoza. Congrats, Ma'am Eunice. Hello, everyone. Doc Roland Roa watching from Hawaii. This is from Sen Lorenza Alvarez. Bea June, California. So proud of you, Ate Eunice. Nati Kuntapay said, what a meaningful and motivational talk from all our J1 teachers. Always do your best, my daughter, Teacher Eunice. We are proud of you. Mabuhay ang mga Pilipinong guro. And then John Ariol Panglinawan Habat says, hello po from Mindoro. Our idol Julius. And then Honey Ria de la Rosa said, proud of you, Doc Roland Roa. And then Dindo Balganion gives us a rose. Wow, an amazing time. Here is actually a text from our president from Safe EP. Again, we cannot highlight enough the work that Safe EP has done, in supporting the J1 teachers from the third year all the way to our first year. So 3 years na po yung Safe EP. So all our educators, please go to our Facebook page. That's Unified Safe EP. If you are not yet a member, please make sure to be part of that. Our president says, please make an announcement for all HISD, Houston ISD J1 Batch 3. On October 19, there will be a professional development support from 11 to 3 p.m. at Hattie Mae White Center. All right, again, to all our guests, you have been amazing. I am truly, truly honored to have heard your voice, and I know our audience are just so lucky. And thank you so much for all the service that you have done for all our students here in America, and of course for the service that you have given to our students when you were in the Philippines. Again, it takes courage, it takes that heart, right, to be an educator, and you have been called to serve, and thank you for saying yes to that. And please do not forget our next episode next week. It's going to be United States of Teachers, mga guro sa Amerika. We will be featuring different teachers all across the United States, and we will try to actually learn what are the commonalities of their experience teaching here in the U.S. All right, this has been another episode of Teacher Talk, Live Chikahan, with my partner, Teacher Cora, and Dr. Clare. Thank you so much for being with us, and have a blessed day. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.